Eric Backer. Thanks for coming back. I'm the naturopath from... Where do you think I'm from? I've said it enough times now, haven't I? I'm from America. No, I'm from New Zealand. How to tell if a Candida cleanse is working for me or has worked for me, or if I'm actually getting some benefit from the Candida cleanse. That's the question. Well, that's a really good question, and it's a difficult one to ask sometimes because it depends on the type of cleanse, on how serious you are, the condition you have before you went into the cleanse, if you're experienced with cleansing. So there are many ways I could answer that question. But for the average person who's going through just an average kind of cleanse, it could last for 4 weeks or 6 weeks, for example, you'll certainly notice things in the first 3 to 4 weeks. Definitely. What you will notice is sleep will pick up, energy will pick up, and also emotional well-being will pick up. Small things will pick up. You may not find a deep-seated sense of well-being. That will come down the track when the gut's really healed up. The first few weeks, even the first few months with bad cases, you're going to see the opposite. You're going to see maybe resentment, anger, being annoyed, tossing and turning in the sleep, skin problems, itching. It could be bowel issues, bloating, gas, bad breath, all sorts of stuff. Not really the kind of person you want to go on a date with, is it? I mean, not a great time to go into online dating or stuff when you're doing this sort of stuff. So you might want to park all that, all right? But this is quite normal. It's perfectly normal experience to go through bad before you go through good. All right? So this is what you really need to get through your head. You're not going to feel amazing on day one all the way through. And this is what doctors often will use as a leverage tool to call people like me complete witch doctor quacks is, what are you going to that goddamn guy for? Look at him. He made you feel like crap. You come to me, I give you a pill, you feel amazing. Yeah, and you're addicted in 5 minutes to these pills too. So it's quite common and normal to go through aggravations before ameliorations, okay? So don't forget that either. You will tell it's working. Usually, it's difficult to put my finger on it, but there'll be a sense of well-being that you'll start developing that you probably haven't had for some time. That's the first thing you'll pick up on. You'll feel something inside and you'll think to yourself, wow, I used to feel like this once, a long time ago. And that's why a common question I ask many people is, when did you truly last feel well? Whether you feel really good last? And I look at you kind of puzzled and say, I've never felt good. And when people say things like that, that's when they start noticing that feeling inside, when they start picking up. It's an unbelievable experience in the clinic when I work with people and I see that in them and they start thinking, man, I'm actually getting better, right? That's the turning point for a lot of people, okay? That's the turning point. Now, intelligent people look at that feeling they've got and you know what they say? I want more of this. I want a lot more of this. In fact, now I know I can get it. It's within my reach. It's probably like a person who's always wanted to make a lot of money, but they never did, and they only ever made $5,000 or $10,000 a year. But one day, they started to realize that they were capable of making more money. They actually believed in themselves, and they made a bit of money, way more than they ever made, and that was the turning point. Now, a lot of extremely successful, wealthy people went through exactly that experience. They became literally billionaires after they had nothing, because they believed in themselves. Just like you can believe in yourself too, all right? The same thing. So you can tell if it's working for you or not by that feeling inside. And that will come. That will come. Just give it time. Don't look at the physical body for the first few weeks or months because it might not be much to look at. But over time, it will improve. All right? Especially as the gut gets better and better, the skin will improve. The hair will look nicer. The person will start looking and feeling a lot better and hopefully behaving accordingly. Thanks for tuning in.